the vibe time. It's the real goodness, you know what I mean? It's peace, calm, positivity. It's love, safety, and determination from Kentucky all the wide way around the world. Hope everyone's having a good one. Hope everyone's having a great one out there wherever you are, all around this wide world. Whether you think it's a groovy sphere out in space or some kind of flat map, what's like in Minecraft. Hope all y'all are having a good, wherever it is, we're all here, right? So we'll get the game set. Just won't complain yet. 24/7. We ain't begging for no rain check. But yeah, so hopefully our notification system works out pretty good for us. We're hoping that maybe we were able to reach out on a couple of our other platforms, you know, get the word out there, get people good and excited and stuff, get people real good rip snorting, you know. But we did use that one dangerous hashtag sesh. It's a session. What do you mean? Like, that can have plead the fifth connotations, right? It's a bull sesh. Yeah. It's definitely not a sesh. I'll tell you that right now. You know, we're all about vibes on here. We're all about peace, calm, positivity, and love, safety, and determination. You know what I mean? Fuck. First light, hell yeah, let's fucking get it. Wade Lucero with the yup. Well, you can really hear me echo off when I'm screaming. Yeah! It goes all off into the hollering back there. It's fantastic. I wanted to have a little splash of nature in the back of the live stream, as well as some, I don't know what plant this is here.
That's begonia.
It's a begonia of scarlet begonias and a touch of the blues. Dun, 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 dun. She wore scarlet begonias tucked into her curls. And I knew right away she was not like other girls, not like other girls. As I ain't never been right, as I ain't never been wrong, as heaven works out the way it does in this song. Once in a while you get shown in the light of the strangest of places if you look at it right. Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, anybody ever listen to any Grateful Dead or Sublime, hit it up in chat. We got Wade Lucero, who led the charge in right off the bat. Got me real good and popping. I love the homie Wade. Noah said hi. What's popping, Noah? Why Taquan Sad Kid said hi. Well, hopefully we can turn the vibe around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's all kinds of folk. What's up, y'all? We the Stoosey Boys. Hitting it up, chilling live. It's Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? We're out here vibing, having a hanging. Real rip snorting time. It's a sesh. You dig? D1 Bucks, I'm Knox. Y'all be sure to hit that subscribe button, whichever side of the screen it's on, and double tap that baby and drive up them likes. We appreciate the fuck out of each and every one of y'all watching the stream. Hopefully we can get one laugh, one chuckle, one smile across the face of folk way out whereverville. White Quan Sad subbed up. Hell yeah, sis up in the house. Let's fucking get it. D1 Bucky said, no, I'm fat. Mr. UFO 777, that's a cool name. That's cool as shit. We're all about UFOs and space and paranormal. You ever know there could be one of them flying saucers goes by that one tiny sliver of like sky back there. We got Sis and Wade holding down the fort. All kinds of new homies, new fam dams showing out and showing up. What's up, y'all? Like I say, you just smack that subscribe button, and just like that, you've joined the greatest collective of intrinsic, goofball, collaborative, harebrained minds YouTube has ever seen. I'm telling you. It's great. It's groovy. So how's everyone's day been? Hit it up in chat. Let us know how it's going. If y'all have been balling, if it's been terrible, if it's been rough, if it's been rocking. Adrian ZZZ said, hello, I from Brazil. Are you from Rio or Manaus or somewhere in between, buddy? Stoosey Boys are reaching all the way down there. You have a bike? What? I think there might be a run over one like in the shed with no chain or something. And if they're talking about motorcycles, no. Best band you've seen live. Have to be Disturbed. 100% Paranormal Pilot. Paranormal Pilot up in the house. That's a cool name. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, Disturbed. 100%. Though admittedly, I've only seen 4 bands. Actually, the New South, I'm going to tell you right now, the New South was the best band I seen perform live. Don't get me wrong, Disturbed was a wonderful show. As was Fall in Reverse and Plush and shit. But the New South, them youngins up on the block with nothing to lose, I'm going to tell you something. Them youngins, man, they going to go places. It's some badass shit. I'm talking play Freebird note for note and all that shit. Beautiful. And now they finally started kicking out some new ditties that I've heard. So big shout out to them for sure. Yep. Oh my God, something is about to fly through here. We'll see if we can't catch them slipping. Aha! Aha! Having a little look-see, are they? Fucking bastards. You know how they are. Y'all know how they be. That's either life flight or something. This way up there. I said, aha, see? I saw Raised by Owls last week. Check them out. All right, Paranormal Pilot, I'll tell you what. You subscribe to the Stoosey Boys, I'll check out your Raised by Owls. How's that sound? That sounds like a fair trade. That sounds hell yeah. That sounds Mr. Bombastic. It's fucking fantastic. What are those now? Those are elephant ears. Look at all them fucking elephant ears. They look, them some funky ass looking potatoes. They really are. Huh? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Vibe Central. 110,000%. There's been all kinds of, it seemed like we got a lot of new people. Well, that's that sesh hashtag. We use hashtag sesh. I was like, it worried me for a little bit there. Then everyone showed up and showed out. I just hope a decent chunk of the folk, you know, hang around for some goofball fun times. That's my proclivity. How about yours? Does the phrase Tennessee mean anything to you? There you go. Why don't you cast us a spell there, Sage? Yes indeed. Life is for the living because life is defined by the perspective. We at this perspective of the living. We can only define that which is life by our perspective. And, you know, if we go in a circle, you get what I'm saying here. The point is we define that which is life. So now once we get in the afterlife or whatever, then maybe all of a sudden perspective shift and it turns out life is just nothing but transcendence of dimensions across time, that which is a flat surface. So, you know, sometimes we Kim cookies is gassy as fuck. There you go. Yes, indeed. Now, of course, we promised a little bit of a sesh. So, plead the fifth. As needed, as necessary. Now, what does plead the fifth mean? Well, there's the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution. It's a constitutional right to not self-incriminate oneself, especially in the presence of law and for under the pressure from any federal agency. So, to that extent, we salute all those forced to practice the right of non-self-incrimination all across this great land. Yes, sir. Yeah. All of a sudden, yeah, today was great. Today was fucking fantastic. Hell in the end. Which, frankly, it was pretty good. Solid 8 day. I'm 110,000%. You bet your sweet bebopping ass. It was an 8 today. Probably more like an 8.5 if you want to be real with it. Here you go. Yeah, I see it flip. All those damn small cats running around. Oh, Wade is also on an 8. There you go. It's just it's always a damn good day when you plead the field. What you mean? Hell yeah, it's in the trunk. Hell yeah. Yeah, hell. How's quality coming through today, y'all? Is quality a W? As I certainly hope that it is. I mean, I just do. We've discussed a lot of things on this channel and stuff. Maybe it's what? Well, you can hand it to me. Sis is hanging with a W. Looky there. Yeah, it's small. Yeah. 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 I don't know. Could be a time to discuss on the... What are we discussing in the live stream? And I feel like we never do this. What should the Stoosey Boys be doing moving forward content-wise? Ideas, suggestions, comments. Just throwing that out there. Now, listen, it's not like I expect y'all to give us exclusive direction or whatever, but what does the fam think? You know what I'm saying? Or is there some content that we do that y'all really dig and some content that we do that ain't so hot? Like, lay it on us, y'all. Now could be time to talk the tough turkey, the trimmings, and the sides. You know what I'm saying? So, lay it on us, y'all. What's the status with the... How satisfied are you with the Stoosey content? Honestly, y'all know, like, the surveys and shit's like, extremely satisfied. Okay, so quality of video, satisfied. And it's like, huh. Well, I guess I get that for... I guess I deserve that for dealing weed out of my grandmother's house for 3 years. I still think we should do field trips. Definitely, I'm right there with you, sis. Now, I dropped the short yesterday, and we have a full-form video that'll probably drop tomorrow. I know a Tuesday drop is a little wonky, but still. We do have a full-form video of me and Jack Doobie's trip to a different abandoned bridge, or the abandoned bridge, or whatever. With the cracks and fissures and shit, we actually cut a full form that I have every intent to up to 60 frames per second and then post probably tomorrow. So let's say we do have that in the wings. How are we on the field? Jackass type, but on steroids. What? Jackass on, first off, Jackass is painful. And second off, Jackass has already been done. Third off, on steroids, Jesus, Wade. I guess we can start building crazy ass ramps and jumping. I had the idea of bore holes through the old trailer, and then we could put like a go-kart track. You jump through it, kind of thing, or drive through it. If we really had the time and ingenuity, take it long ways, where you could drive through the whole length of the trailer. All you'd have to do is knock down every wall in the way and reinforce the floor, and then all of a sudden it's like you drive through a trailer. Like, how cool would that be? But yeah, I'm 100% on field trip. More reasonably, you can borderline almost jump through it as is. So you just widen out, reinforce that strip, and then bang, pow, boom, we're jumping through a trailer on the go-kart. Because future. So we got the field trip idea. How's mechanic content? Because it seems like sometimes when we be turning bolts around here, it does pretty good. Sometimes not so much. I'm not exactly sure the status of the Chevy starter shim video, where it's at view-wise. I thought it was a wonderful video. I thought the pacing was there. I thought the way things would transition were spectacular. It wasn't a very long video, so it was it appealed to someone with a short attention span. Because I'll tell you right now, it took hell of a lot longer than 5 minutes to shim that fucking starter. Is that Hornet? Oh yeah, big bastard. Them's good eating if they wasn't so painful. Biggins. Fucking biggins. But yeah, so we have been kicking content. Then there's the matter of the live streams. Wade, you like that? Well, dude, it's a bug. It's fucking that goddamn long and as big as my thumb. I mean, you got to think you look at it from a nutritional standpoint. I'm not sure what the nutritional value of a hornet is, a bald-faced hornet at that. But it's got to be somewhat up there, somewhere in the neighborhood of a grub. Something about like a grub worm, maybe. Something. Just rather put that grub worm on a hook and try to catch a fish with it, but to each their own. As far as that hornet, I don't know that I can fish with a hornet. If anyone's ever tried it, let us know in the comments below. But you know, so we was talking about the Stoosey Boy contents. How do you feel about the Stoosey streams? Should we try to relegate the streams to fewer locations or do more random and rogue locations? It would be better if my fat ass wasn't bent over weeding flowers in the what? I've watched that video and I haven't noticed that. What? Hot dogs is the best bait. I hear chewing gum for catfish, at least. That's coming from Jack Doobie, so, you know. It's at the end of it. That's so funny. That is so funny. Oh, well. Wow. If people feel a certain degree of way, we can do something about that. But, you know. Apparently at the end of that Chevy starter video, I had no idea until she just said something. You see sis just plumb bent over weeding flowers or some shit right at the end of it. And I had no idea. Is the tattoo visible? That's my only question.
Yeah.
Because if it is, that's hilarious. That's literally hilarious. Damn. Who noticed that? You or Pawpaw? No, the tattoo isn't showing. Okay, well then there it's... Nah, it's fine. I didn't even know it was there. I fucking... But then again, at the end of the videos, when I check, okay, so that's how I know. Well, I'm like, all right, what's up, y'all? We done the damn thing. We fucking here. Yeah. Oh, sis was the one that noticed it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I watched it. I didn't notice.
Yeah. Maybe it's an illusion brought on by the, I don't know, universal cosmology of time. Well, hell yeah. It also furthers my assumption that video would have more views. So, like, what the fuck? Yeah. What the hell? Also, you got my thunder stick. Before you go. Oh. Oh, yeah, Rainbow Band, my Giat adjacent up in the party. Damn, I done went way past the camera. I was like, hell yeah, y'all, we... Motherfucker, yeah. But yeah, so what's the word on the best way to go about the live stream? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause we can all of a sudden kick that to the fam down. You know. I always think quality is the key with them. You dig? But I feel like there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish locations back here, and then 3 or 4-ish locations up there that we can routinely. And then there's public. So, like, do we need to hit the streets and start trying to live stream in quote-unquote public? Because I don't know that... That's historically never done that hot for me. You know, the good old, like, grocery store parking lot. Or, I think that might have been the extent. Something like that. Something. And it's like, okay, do the live stream. I've also kicked around the idea, so maybe should we start a once-a-week podcast? Because, you know, there's a lot of cats I feel like we associate with, or members of the family that I think maybe under podcast situation, you could really just turn loose. All of a sudden, that's like live stream without the video or the chat. That's just getting on there and laying it down. At least that's what I'm under the impression. Yeah, that's my, you know, my thing. Podcast is just a little more niche than live streaming. Live streaming to me feeds everything else on YouTube because you see it as opposed to just hearing it. The podcast is what gives people shit to listen to on the radio or on the whatever on their way to work, or it's a podcast. Same reason why anyone else would listen to a podcast. We can cover specific topics, set things up. We get, like, say, Wade said, do it all. But what happened to less is more? That's my only proclivity. Like, maybe we get with Squirrel and Pawpaw, and you know, their power hour maybe becomes like a podcast type thing. Bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, whatever. Gives it all of a sudden now we've got groovage. Be real, you give them like give them each a mic. Like an actual mic to sit there and no chat. No proclivities. We'll just drop back chilling. Oh, yeah. Right on, cowboy. We can talk about rodeo days. Yeah, I witnessed it. I was hoping it wouldn't spiral out of control. And frankly, it didn't. Well, and like Sis said, I like the chat too. Chat drives the stream. Podcast, I couldn't podcast by myself. There's no way, unless I'm sitting there reading a goddamn book. And then I think you get copyright from the book. So, is how that works. Or I could be reading news or whatever. But I can't podcast by myself. Now, if I'm podcasting with designated guests or designated other people or whatever, all of a sudden it's the C-Man and Pawpaw podcast or the fucking C-Man and whoever or the whoever and whoever podcast. Now, all of a sudden, we got a show, we got dialogue. Chat gives us dialogue in this situation. Because I can sit here and live stream by myself constantly. It's not necessarily that big a deal. Now, I prefer doing it with other people, obviously. But, and then while I do it myself, we've got all this chat. Hell, yesterday we were on about the fucking Mexican Navy running into the goddamn Brooklyn Bridge or whatever. That would not be a discussion I would have had if not for chat. Like, these are the facts as we know it. You know how much, like, shit I've learned thanks to chat? Today, I learned that hot dogs allegedly make the best bait. So, there you go. Like, not that I do a whole hell lot of fishing or nothing, but, you know. But yeah, so podcast would be total new ground. But the thing with podcasts, it's like everything else. It plugs into YouTube, feeds the machine, gives that particular group of family yet one more particular, like one type of content that they might really enjoy. It opens up a whole new avenue for Stoosey Boy consummation? Consuming? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? It's another product to offer. I say just have guests on live. That way we still have chat. I'm saying do a podcast as a weekly or bi-weekly thing. Unless we want to like really put a shit ton of emphasis on it and go like all out, then maybe once a month kind of thing. Depends. Or maybe we get in there and just don't fuck with it. It depends. We get in there and all of a sudden you got 2,000 ears listening to you. It's like, whoa, you know. I don't know if podcasts count for watch hours either. These are the, you know. I'm just saying it's an option that we have that we can exploit at any point now or in the future. You know what I mean? That, and I feel like to some degree, some of our cats could maybe be more down with a podcast and a live stream. And you dig what I mean? So all of a sudden they can really shine because, hey, there's not a camera in your face. At least it's just a microphone. Yeah, that's got to mean something on a subconscious level. Even I would argue. Like, if this was just a microphone here, this would be fucking weird as hell. And then, frankly, if we wanted to simulate a podcast experience, I just turned the fucking camera off. What's up, y'all? We're the Stoosey Boys up on a Stoosey Boy podcast. You know, it really takes a lot of the fun out of it. All the things are different. It's like who's talking, who's doing this, who's making that noise, and it's like it's me. Yeah, ain't no sense in all that. 100% of 100% is sometimes referred to as 100%. So, be a guest on live is always a lot of fun. We've been trying like hell to get Wade on there. Could be the death of us all, but I doubt it. I bet Wade would be fun as shit on a live stream. It's like, oh yeah, maybe be pleading the hell out of him, pleading the fifth, but he won't have to. That's the fun thing. He can do whatever the hell he wants, because we're over here the ones fucking scrawny Depp up in holy shit. His appearance was so all encompassing that it threw the stream to the ground. Wow, that's what's up. Depp in the house. What's poppin', scrawny? Hope you're having a groovy day. Stoosey Way. Peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, and determination. Homie. Bro showed up to thunderous. Showed up. We've been talking about fun ways to improve the channel, or we're just discussing some channel-based things a lot on this live. We've been keeping it chill, like you said, Stoosey for life. Kicking around the idea of maybe at some point, someday, doing a podcast with some members. Kicking around podcast ideas. Kicking around ideas on how to go about live stream. Of course, we're always about some new video ideas. To me, it's the vibe. I think that's what's driving. I got my mic hooked up for streaming and recording. Yeah, we should probably invest in one of them at some point, you know? Just some, what's up, y'all? We out here with the Stoosey. That way we can really sound the part, I guess. I always felt our audio quality comes in fine. But with all the singing and yodeling and shit that I be doing on here, it probably wouldn't be the worst idea. For me, it's because of singing the guitar. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All the yodeling and carrying on that I do, it probably would make all the sense. If I was a bad man. Ho, 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 there we go. About walk, I'll post some shorts for YouTube. I definitely need to, Scrawny, for sure. 100%. We got to cut, get some more fun out there. Keep that machine fed, baby. Taking care of business. It's a lot of fun. Be sure to hit up and chat, y'all. Tell us where it is and where it's at. Left-handed cigarettes. From time to time. Oh, Battery's posting content about that. What a bold man. I don't post that specific of a whatever. Till the push for legalization begins, and then we start burning it down. Got Rainbow Banded Jason. How many? All right. Wow. There you go. See? Would y'all shoot us if we followed a trend? Y'all know, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. We all get to scrolling through shorts, and y'all will hear this one particular fucking song, and it'll only last for so long, but I've probably seen it 20, 30 fucking times, where they'll just overuse the hell out of one particular. Could the Stoosey Boys be allowed to do that just once, or would that kill it for y'all? What's the word on that? Because we always refuse to. I feel like it's got to be great whenever we pop up and it's like, we're not going to use whatever popular, whatever's floating around. But I sure would love to freaking just smack a trend once. I refuse to do Steve's lava chicken. No. Not unless I was like chasing a rooster around and like really good GoPro and he's doing a lot of like scurrying. Folks showing love up in the chat down there. We got Scrawny Depp, Sis, Wade, Lucero hitting it up, vibing and such. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody have fun. I don't know, it's trending. Some fucking thing about pretty little babies or some shit. You can ask the flowers. I talk for hours, something unmanaged. That's all I've been hit with. Fucking love the shirt, buddy. Right on, Scrawny Dip. It's just been a goddamn trend here lately, and I'm in possession of a lot of kittens and cats and stuff. So like, I could really hop on that trend. Also, the chicken in black, right? You remember the chicken in black, or we're like stick them up there, but that's what I'm talking about. Where people get to doing the same shit. Before this one, it was Steve's lava chicken. You couldn't get away from that motherfucker. If y'all haven't heard it, then you are blessed by the gods in a way that I can only imagine, and I'm forever envious of your algorithm feed. Because let me tell y'all something. I could not get away from that motherfucking Steve's lava chicken. It's tasty as hell for the last, 2 or 3 weeks. And then now it's this shit about the pretty little flowers or whatever. I'm for real. Lava. Chicken. Steve's lava chicken for the 10,000th time. Fucking still sucks, man. It barely rhymes. I just don't follow. I understand, but I don't get a choice. This is just me scrolling through the goddamn shorts. I understand not following trends, but when the trends are following you, that's when it's a fucking problem. That's the issue here. It's motherfucking Baby Shark started the whole thing, yeah. And as someone with child, yeah, no, I got every bit of my feel of some motherfucking Baby Shark. I don't even know if I in good conscience can say, boy, I wish that I had made that. That way I'd have that money. Because then I would be responsible for bringing that into the world, and that would be on my show, Kadrian said, what if I gave you back shots with my pink sparkly dildo? I think I'm good, bro.
Okay.
They're serving up back shots over here. Not even back.
What the fuck did I walk?
Not even back shots for Jesus. With that, before then, we were bitching about Baby Shark.
Damn.
Well, because I'm like, I don't even know if I could say that I wanted that Baby Shark money, because then it would be my fault for making Baby Shark. It's a real dichotomy. I can't sell out. Not that fuck. No way. There's no damn way I could be responsible. I must be on top messages. Oh, dude, it's wild, bro. Things are different in all messages. Peace, calm, positivity, and love, safety, and determination. Well, y'all, unfortunately, due to battery consumption purposes, we are going to slide on this live and work real good and hard to get a badass short up for y'all, as well as get the uploaded long form video of me and Jack Debbie at the bridge. Good enough. We won't make it... we will not probably make it public until tomorrow, at least until it, posts as HD. And as a matter of fact, I might schedule that as an instant premiere too, because I don't know if y'all caught that, or anyone really caught that last time, but instant premiere, it'll post the video, plays it for the first time on YouTube, basically as a live stream. So it'll be like a 5-minute window where the world sees this for the first time, and we're all vibing. It'll be really cool. I'll probably schedule it for that, and then let everyone know on Discord. Maybe even make a YouTube post. It'll be a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of hootenanny. We'll make a real ball out of it. And yeah, so y'all stand by for that, of course. That'll probably be tomorrow. More information will come out about it. I like Scrawny Depp. I'll be sure to take a peep at what Scrawny's got going on. Just be sure to drop a comment on whatever short we did today. That way I can follow that comment back to Scrawny's channel, because I'm not sure the last Scrawny comment. So y'all be good. Y'all be great. Peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, and determination from Kentucky all the way around the world. Appreciate all the fine folks that joined the live stream. Appreciate all the folks that double tapped the screen and double hit up that like button and drove it up. Those folks that hit up in chat, tell us where it is and where it was at. And any new members of the Stoosey Boy family, appreciate the whole love and hell out of each and every one of all y'all, and y'all know it, by God. So y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all have a good one. This has been Stoosey Boys. See, man, and we out. Peace. I have sat here and watched it get so